This is a story from Anbennar, and I am Raenna III Silmuna. My family is descended from a long line of nobles, kings, and emperors. Yet recently, we have fallen on hard times after the betrayal of our cousins across the Dame's Head Sea. My father, Lord Silmuna, was only 24 when he died, brutally slaughtered by Verteskian traders for his successful reforms in pushing the slavers and cutthroats out of our ports and court. I was only a year old and lucky enough to have been in my mother's family home of Woodwell, where we were safe. Yet when the dust settled, it was my grandmother, Raenna II Madelaire, who ruled, a woman known for her cruelty and suspected of not being entirely human. Her ambition knew no bounds, and as I grew older, her plots and boldness were impossible to ignore. I myself had great potential and was trained in the ways of magic, eventually becoming a battle mage in my own right. But that's a story for another day. The Fifth Lilac War was a conflict that did not need to happen. With the death of the old emperor Lothane Wex, a new election was held which put the Duchess of Istrelor, Arcana Silistra, upon the Dove throne. The Empress was competent, but favored her friends to a degree which could at best be described as tyrannical. My father and grandmother had built a great navy for Wesdam, a fleet to explore and colonize the old world of the elves, which was full of fertile and valuable land for the taking. Raenna Madelaire had no desire for civil war in Anbennar. Yet when the Empress passed the decree of Elantir, which granted their closest ally Moonhaven first claim upon all of the New World and the right to decide who could colonize, my grandmother realized this was no longer possible. Already the House of Wex had formed a faction known as the Rose Party, which had been flirting with war against the new Empress to claim the throne of Wex once more. Unable to find enough ground with this party, Raenna II Madelaire formed the Wolf Party, whose purpose was the overthrowing of the Empress and the calling for new elections. My grandmother certainly desired me to sit upon it, but that was never my own wish. The loyalists of the Empress have also taken to calling themselves the Moon Party. And lastly, Arborin formed the Dove Party, which claimed to be neutral, but this did not last. I wish that there had at least been an attempt at discussion before things reached the point that they did, when the Rose and Wolf parties united, and the Dove and Moons did the same. The war which followed killed millions and put back Anbennar for a generation, all for ambition, pride, and favoritism. This is the story of House Wesdam and the Silmuna family. May the gods watch over our people.
Currently, we have the support of the Great Ording, BPEC, Lawrence, as well as potentially Raul, Nothalair. Wex wishes to form a singular alliance to fight Istrelor. In addition to this, though, again, our factions are separate. And I will be having a meeting with the Dove Party shortly, or the ambassador has been sent to deal with them potentially as well. But the support of such a great kingdom as Corvuria would do a lot to secure the future of Anbennar. And our offer is, of course, very generous.
No, we do agree on the generosity of that. It's just a matter of there are many pieces on this board.
There are.
To the knowledge of Wex, we are friendly to them. To the knowledge of Istrelor, we are friendly to them as well.
Indeed. However, the actions of the Empress in Istrelor has made this situation untenable to many within the Empire, besides the faction that she has built around herself with promises of extreme degree. The only friends the Empress still has is those she has offered untold wealth and land to.
Indeed. No, we were offered similar deals from the Empress on...
Oh, I don't doubt that.
As for we are...
We believe their promises are fickle, and as I said, I don't think the Empress longs for this world much longer.
They are fickle, but we offered you something permanent. To have our bloodlines entwined together is not something one can ever take back.
Indeed, that is correct. As I said, if you believe you would have the backing of the electors...
We do.
Then we will support your claim.
In that case, could we formally enter into an alliance?
We can.
Very well. King Kamir, Silviven, you do great honor to my Duchess, as well as the House of Silmuna. We look forward to a fruitful partnership in the future, and let it be told that all promises we have made you will be kept upon the honor of both of our houses.
Indeed.
Thank you for your time.
Arg.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hello, Wesdam.
I am here to speak with the Dove Party. I believe that Arborin is currently the leader of this faction.
I wouldn't say leader, but
You speak for the Dove Party, do you not?
not entirely, but some might say I'm the de facto leader.
Very well. I am an ambassador from the House of Wesdam Madelaire. As I'm sure you're aware, we now represent the Wolf Party, one that has grown dramatically in support and size in recent times. I am an ambassador sent here by Raenna Madelaire in order to attempt to secure either the neutrality or support of the Dove Party in the coming affair. Optimally, if we could gain enough support, we would actually like this to be resolved without war, as it is not our goal to have yet another drastic civil war which would destroy Anbennar.
This is a good cause, but you do know we want no war in Anbennar. We're not here to fight.
We understand. So at the very least, we wish to secure your neutrality in the coming conflict. We know that you are already a faction which has stated your neutrality, but we also know that you did put the condition in there that you may enter into the war if certain conditions are met. Is that not the case?
This is correct.
We wish to see if we could secure a level of neutral support for the cause of Raenna Silmuna, as it is our goal to place her upon the Dove throne in order to secure a stable, non-centralized future for Anbennar. As you may well know, my Duchess, Raenna of Madelaire, and Wesdam had wished to stay entirely out of this. We had planned to go west from Pearl's Edge and our other friends to the Old World. Yet the hand has been thrown with the tyrannical decrees of the Empress in Istralor, as her demands that Moonhaven be the sole decider of the colonial world, unfortunately, has brought us back into the political affairs of the Empire. This was not our intention in the first part, and I want to make it clear that many will say that we are ambitious, and perhaps there is a little bit. It is primarily out of concern for the future of the Empire that we find ourselves in our current position. And in fact, we would even be willing to potentially consider a one-term stewardship of the Empire, simply to ensure that these centralizing reforms can be rolled back, and that the Empire can be a place where all have the ability to compete, not just a few lackeys of the Empress.
These are some demands you ask from the Dove Party, but
There are no
You
demands. We are seeking to see if you would be able to enter into a permanently neutral stance in the coming war. That is what we're seeking. It's not a demand. It is a thing we wish to negotiate. And if not, that is completely fine.
you see, Wesdam, when you come to another lord's villa and castle, as you can see in Arboran, a great keep,
Of course.
I expect a lord or lady to come, not some ambassador, especially for the upcoming Lilac War. You might have heard my grandson is married to the current...
An ambassador, you are aware I am of noble breeding myself. I hope you did not mean that as an insult.
I do mean that as an insult.
I am not
sir.
I am not Raenna. I am not the 6-year-old granddaughter of Raenna. However, I am a member of the extended Madelaire family, and as such are of noble birth and of some bearing. There are many within my house, that is true. We are a large family, but I am no common diplomat.
I have a question. How close are you to the current ruling family of Wesdam?
I am first cousin of the Duchess of Madelaire.
First cousin, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when someone's closer related to send their dogs to Arboran, which one are they going to marry? Are they going to marry one of my sons for this piece? I can even support you if you marry one of my sons.
Who would marry one of your sons?
Anyone. Pick anyone that is of close related to the Wesdam family. If
you were to stay permanently neutral, and to keep the Dove and the Dove Party would stay neutral in this war, we would offer the firstborn child of the to-be Empress Raenna Silmuna to be married to whichever child of yours you choose, which would make them very prestigious indeed, given their title.
This is acceptable. When Marquess of Wesdam comes of age and her firstborn child, we shall marry them. And
Very well.
you will have the Dove Party neutrality. But I feel like you might be a tad mistaken on the Dove Party. People are free to leave and join us if they please.
Of course. But we just assume that generally this party is of a similar sentiment, that they do not want violence and war, which we understand. We are simply going to assume the best of the members of the Dove Party and choose to believe that what they represent by joining this group is something that they will follow through. There is no reasonable claim to be made that the Wolf Party has unreasonable intentions in this conflict. And unless ambition interferes, and I suppose desire for more and desire for war, we would assume that the Dove Party would be reasonable about such a situation. Oh shit, Raenna Silmuna is magically gifted.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
I think at the
No, it doesn't. If she wants to do that, she can come herself to me.
Alright, I've declared it. BPEC, can you merge your fleet with mine?
I'm moving to you right now as we speak.
C2, I'm gonna let you. Like,
Let's hit them. Let's hit them in Conwell. Oh,
They have already engaged me. Only 8 of them. It's
okay.
Anbennar
We're
cost.
splitting their fleet.
I may have to retreat.
I can move there. We've got a full fleet. Just hold. You may take some damage, but we're gonna kill the Conwell fleet and we can be right there.
He has retreated.
I'm sitting. There we go. We broke the
I've
Conwell
engaged
fleet.
him down south.
In the
Down
south?
I've engaged him again.
Yep, I'm on my way.
Moving my units as we speak to siege down Dame's Crown.
Yeah, because I would like to merge my fleets with his.
And the war has begun.
This is Cost. I may have to yield due to how close I am to you. You crushed my army. You crushed the city guard. What do you guys want?
If you would agree to stand down your troops and not use your navy at all in this war, we will not sack your city.
I agree with that. It took me forever to repair the sacking.
We have terms?
We have terms.
Very well.
Send the
In that
people
case,
out to the
Admin
city.
is formally protected throughout this war and cannot be sieged nor sacked. Oh, the Dove Party just entered. Who'd they side with? Against us! Oh. Do we know that their fleet is? The first priority is we need to destroy their fleet so we can control the crossing.
I'm sending my fleet closer.
Oh yeah, wait, actually,
on the way.
I was talking to you. Okay, yeah, I guess.
I found it. It's off the coast of Vern.
I'm sending it.
Well, I have a war wizard as well.
Do you really? Oh my god, you do.
Yes.
We'll hold the crossing. Yep, the amount they claimed. That's the issue. We did not plan to do any of this, but they literally gave all the colonies away to their friends, which is why we had to enter this war. Out of roleplay, at the end of this, I intend to just call for a new election and basically do nothing else at the end. So we need to break that crossing. We have our armies all prepared to cross.
I'm quickly intercepting.
BPEC, I guess you can reinforce. Like.
Magisterium? Yeah, I'll go before you, Magisterium. You need time to reinforce your people. Oh shit, I need to go over it right now.
Oh, we've even got the Magisterium. Nice.
Wex, you got us in forces up here.
I
Go to
can't.
the fight.
Silver Forge is
It doesn't matter about Silverforge. This is the more important battle.
You're fighting Silverforge when the biggest battle of the war is being fought?
Wex made the critical error. Wex throw.
Oh man.
We might be able to just hold.
You guys. It's not good. You guys are gonna lose.
Oh, it'll be close. It'll be close. It'll be close.
Not close enough.
Not close enough.
Come on.
No.
You've got lost.
Come on.
Oh.
Well, we retreated.
Oh, we retreated.
We're retreating east. Yeah, we'll be able to regroup. Go back to Wex. Regroup at the keep.
Yeah. Regroup in the. Yes.
Regroup at the key.
I need to maybe.
Up north. They're sending the whole army. You gotta send everything in here.
Go,
Dude, they have a -1. Reinforce. We can win.
We can win.
Send your troops.
Come up north. We can
Can
win.
you move up?
Yeah,
Conwell, man.
Yeah,
Here comes the
Wolf's
Corvurians.
gonna definitely get in there.
Oh fuck! I retreated right there.
And we are now stuck in the east. We have to stay in the east now.
Yep. We're cut off.
Here
We do
comes
control the
second
Dame's
side.
head though. Hit the army in the north. Come around. Swing around. Hit the Silverforge army. Hit the silver up there in the north. Hit that one. We can force them off of the siege, or we just keep killing their armies.
It's better to take the siege battle because there's the defensive bonus from the hill.
We're going up north.
What
And
do
we're
you
fighting
do?
at -1.
Why would you go?
Why
for that?
would
Did
you
go
do
to
that?
see
matter what. Now they can just push armies on
Don't
and
we-
win it.
Because this way they can't reinforce the battle.
We still have to
You're
play
basically
numbers.
in there just getting wiped. Jesus.
Yeah,
It's
every
not
army that
superior
went
numbers.
into Wex there just fucked themselves.
Oh, what are you guys doing in the capital?
We're still fighting at -1, but oh well.
Nobody knows.
Wax.
I think we need to retreat this. We should pick a date.
On the 12th, retreat.
We've got this. I think I'm leading the
No, you
battle.
don't. Look at their
I've got
morale.
11
Look at their
shots.
morale. We got a -1.
No, we have a
Retreat
7
to
shot lead. We have a
Soget
7 shot lead.
and
We can still win with the 7 shock in theory.
If they reinforce with that,
Oh.
there you go.
Oh, there it is.
We might get stack wiped now.
Wait, Wex just.
Sugamber just.
surrendered. Slow.
I am not willing to lose more of my people for this.
We're about to be killed. We cannot have that.
Oh, Galway just got pushed back.
Yeah.
They're cutting me off. Come down to where my fleet is. You got to back me up here.
Sorry, fine.
Do you put it in port, dude? You got to.
Yeah, no, but I'm fucking microing. That's something 10 times more.
For the Prince of Madelaire, I would like to propose a peace deal. You must abdicate the throne for your 17-year-old daughter, Raenna, and go into exile in Atlantir. You also, before you leave, must issue a public apology for your wrongful attempt to delegitimize my rightful election. And Raenna must publicly proclaim a loyalty oath to the Empress.
Well, we lost, clearly, very badly. We got destroyed is what we got. There's a lot of reasons for that, but at the end of the day, we are defeated. So, obviously, a very poor ending to that war, which one I'm fine with. Right, we have a little bit of our fleet left. Not enough to go do anything with. I'm gonna get one more light ship. We are gonna start to try and colonize. I don't know if we have the range for anything, though. No, okay, we can explore.
This is an envoy of the Shadow Council.
Greetings. What can I do for you? You were speaking with Raenna Silmuna.
Things have been harsh on our nation lately. We have been on the losing side of 3 wars in the past decade.
Indeed.
So, news and information is not flowing to our nation like it has once previously flown. For agents normally in charge of acquiring such information have needed to defend the city. So, what was the precise outcome of the war that we fought in? Died in together.
At the end of things, it appears that the ambitions of my mother did not come to fruition, and that the Empress still reigns in Istramor.
Us pirates, we made a deal to escape early, for we thought we saw an opportunity to enforce supremacy elsewhere. Little did we know how strong the barks of the Everthilly Navy are.
Regarding the I will be honest with you. I am planning something. As you may or may not know, the former governor, my relative, I believe my elder cousin, Brian, he is going to be exiled west to Atlantir. And in order to do so, he would need a ship, one well-fashioned, as our fleet has been defeated in the war, the 5th Lilac War, against the tyranny of the Empress. We will need a solid ship to take him west. Would any of the Nothalair fleet be willing? We will pay, of course, well.
Arg, are you looking for barks? Is that what I'm hearing? Ships that
We would need quite a few.
Open...
I do not wish for this information to get very far out, but there are many from Madelaire and Wesdam who intend to travel alongside him, so it would require probably several ships. Oh,
Arg, I have 20 ships right now.
That would be agreeable. There are many who will wish to go west.
There are 20 ships in the black holes that can get the job done.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm sure a suitable fee would be arranged.
Unfortunate indeed. Arg, speaking of unfortunate, I've just received word that there was a big explosion from these dastardly mages in my settlement of New Corvuria.
Ah! You will have to go deal with that then. Strange delegations of vampires sent by another country have reached her inner council. They claim that they come here in peace and would like to establish a mutually beneficial with the upper echelons of your government. They ask permission to settle within your domain, and in return they will provide in ways that mortals cannot. We are... our mother's a vampire, so we're gonna go for this.